frequencies. And I'm going to share this richness, the information of this richness, this awareness with you today. Let me share my screen. Our vision is to put the power of holistic health in the hands of people around the world. People around the world are common people like you and me. Today, our power is not always in our hands. We are at the mercy of many things, whether it is pollution, electrosmog, pollutants in our food, moderations in our food that are not very nice, lifestyle challenges, and many more. Stress being the biggest worry that sits over our head. We are at the mercy of stress most of the times. And due to that, life is not so much in our control. But with Healy, a lot of your life can be beautifully managed holistically in beautiful ways. Well, if you are a believer in science, you know that physics says everything of existence is frequency, and frequency is everything. If you are somebody who is a spiritual practitioner or who believes in metaphysics, you agree on the same thing, anyways, that everything is born of urja, everything is born out of sound, everything is born out of frequency. So, if you want to understand yourself, whether it is your health, whether it is your challenge, or whether it is your success, whether it is a difficulty or whether it is the dream that you're looking for, everything needs to be looked with new eyes. And those are the eyes of frequency. That is the perception and understanding of frequency. This is what Marcus Schmieke wants to give to the world. The eyes, the power, the comfort, the convenience of using frequencies from the comfort of your home, from the comfort of your palm. Marcus Schmieke is the inventor, the founder of Healy World. And not only is he a scientist pursuing quantum physics, he's also a researcher in the field of consciousness. He's also a student of life, a student of the Vedas and the Bhagavad Gita. And he is a unique person who is bringing the richness of science and spirituality in a technology which can help mankind. In his advisory board in the Healy World Company, there are very reputed researchers, medical doctors, practitioners around the world. It is a matter of honor and joy that we have Dr. Neeta Shah from India, who is in the advisory board. Now, law of resonance is what, law of attraction is what is so popular. You just open Instagram and reels after reels, you see about manifestation and law of attraction. But we have to understand that the universe is not like a parent, like a parent who listens to a spoiled child. The universe gives you who you are. It'll reflect to you who you are. So basically, if you vibrate that frequency of what you desire, then you can attract and manifest that dream, that desire. I could be thinking or wanting to be the best cricketer in the world or the a millionaire or any such thing. But deep down, if I don't believe in it, if I don't vibrate with that truth, it is not going to happen. And this is the law of resonance, the truth of frequencies and vibration. In Healy World, we have two beautiful technologies that work exactly on frequency, on vibration, that help us raise our vibration so that we can live optimally. Healy is designed to promote our internal wellness. Internal well-being, that means our cellular at our organ level. Whereas Mag Healy, our second device, works on harmonizing our surroundings. They are complementary technologies to each other. The Healy is very unique. If you look around the world, there are many frequency technologies and many frequency devices. But Healy is that unique, how do you say, pioneer, is that unique device, that unique technology, which has a quantum sensor, due to which it can give us customized, individualized programs. And that's why we say it delivers individualized microcurrent frequency. It's like going, let's say, modern science, modern medicine. If you have a headache, I have a headache, and a third person has a headache, we are given the same pill. That means there is no difference between you, me, and the other person. But that person, me, and the third person come from a different background. We all have a different emotional history. We all have a different mindset. We all are at a different space in a different point at that particular time. So, how can one medicine help all the three of us? It can work on a symptom, but does it work on the person? No. Whereas frequencies, when they are given to an individual via individualized microcurrent frequencies, this quantum sensor helps us analyze, identify what is an imbalance, what is a disharmony for that individual, and delivers those customized frequencies to the person. So while it may be focused on a symptom, on a condition, the therapy or the healing that we are getting, the frequency that we are receiving is completely unique for each person. Imagine you are getting frequencies for each cell of your body. It is like your cells are being charged the way you need it. And this is the beauty of Healy. Healy, that's why, is a game changer. It's very, very versatile. You will see going forward, there are programs that virtually cover every need that we have. Very user friendly. It's used from a mobile phone. You can carry it anywhere you like. Available in so many countries now, patented, backed by research, and so much more. Over 2 crore times, it has been used on various people, and more than 5,000 professionals are using this today. In our entire database, imagine we have 9 million frequencies. So imagine 9 million is such a vast number, and each frequency is so unique. And from this entire menu of 9 million, Healy gives you those frequencies that you need. When we are looking at an imbalance or a challenge, whether it is emotional, whether it is mental, whether it is social, spiritual, financial, whatever it is, the body is constantly responding. The body is constantly being affected. This is established by many scientists. If you look up Dr. Bruce Lipton, one of my favorite human beings on this earth, he has made a statement. The moment you have a thought, that microsecond, you change your entire biochemistry. Now imagine an average human being has about 60,000 thoughts per day. And out of those 60,000 thoughts, this is how do you say, a research and an information available on the net. Out of those 60,000 thoughts, about 90% of them are negative. 90% of them are disempowering, disharmonious. So imagine at every millisecond what chaos we are creating in our chemistry, what disharmony we are creating in our chemistry. And who suffers? The cells. How many cells do we have? 50 trillion cells. Each of these 50 trillion cells are made up of molecules. They in turn are made up of atoms. They in turn are made up of subatomic particles. And if you still go further deep down, there is nothing but energy, frequency, and vibration. So the message I'm giving is our energy, our frequency, our vibration is volatile. It is constantly changing because of the thoughts, the emotions, the environmental impact, the food impact, and everything else. We are constantly going into a volatile change. So, if there is disharmony in these 50 trillion cells, shouldn't our focus be how to bring harmony, how to bring balance, how to bring vitality back to these 50 trillion cells? Instead of focusing on the chemistry and trying to fix the chemistry, if we can fix the energy, if we can take care of the energy, then the cells are taken care of. If the cells are taken care of, the job they have to do, the energy that they are supposed to have, is naturally going to be better. This is simple logic. And that's why scientists say that if you want to understand the mystery of this universe, if you want to understand your success or your failure, your health or ill health, your bad relationship or your good relationship, whatever you want to understand about your human life, think of it, change your perspective, and look at it from the perspective of energy and vibration. This is a graph which shows you that every cell has a latent energy in it, measured as, I think it's millivoltage. I keep mixing up it's millivoltage or microvoltage, but MV, let's say. Okay. Now, if this cell's energy is not nurtured, if this cell is not taken care of, then going forward, the energy starts depleting. As it depletes, it is progressing towards death, the cellular death, and then eventually the cell dies. So our focus, may I request everybody to be mute, please? Thank you. So our focus should be to nurture the cell's energy. It has been found when you're using Healy with the cables, using microcurrents, and I'm displaying how I use it. I've strapped them on my hands. There is immense amount of benefits that are happening. There is increased amino acid transportation. There is increased protein synthesis and increased ATP production. Look at these figures, 40%, 70%, and 500% of improvement. These are very basic and very important processes that are required for cellular health and cellular energy. So imagine the mitochondria, which is producing the ATP, which is the power plant of each cell, which is how your cell can hold that energy, store that energy. That increases by about 500%. I was sharing on the last call, maybe, or on our last testimonial day. I had an observation. In general, I'm healthy. But I do remember that every time my family was traveling and I was alone at home, I used to do all the housework myself. And I used to tell my domestic help, you have only one job to do, and that is to stand on my feet. Literally, she's a lightweight person, but she used to stand on my feet, stand on my calves, because my feet and my calves would pain all the time. And I loved having that pressure on my feet. And sometimes I used to make her stand for an hour on my feet. All housework was done by me. Definitely in 2.5 years, I've grown older. So I should have progressed in more illness. But I noticed that I haven't had a need for her to give me a massage or stand on my legs at all. My feet don't hurt, my calves don't hurt. Did I work on my feet and calves? Not at all. I've been focusing on other things for my well-being. But this is how my cellular energy, my overall productivity has changed. My personality has also changed. My friends have noticed that I'm a different person and I exude a different energy. So this is the positive side effects of using microcurrents with Healy. Healy works at your cellular level, impacting cell membrane voltage. If every cell works better, its communication with other cells is efficient. Imagine you're in a conference, let's say, and you have to communicate something important and you're saying blah, 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 and the other person doesn't understand what you're saying. How is it going to work? It won't. For them to understand, you have to have efficient communication in the language that they understand. So Healy is improving, microcurrents are improving cellular communication and efficiency. It's working on creating that internal environment where this divine machinery, which is your human body, can do its healing. So Healy is not healing. Healy is creating the environment. Healy is nurturing the cells so that the body heals itself. How utterly amazing and wonderful. It has been found that these microcurrents work on cells, whether at physical level, helping at physical conditions that you are challenged with. It can help on emotional levels, mental levels, psychosomatic levels, in every which way that we need. We have found many, many studies that microcurrents are serving the purpose. Our cells are finally what we have to look after, and that's why consider your cellular health as your responsibility. We can also use Healy. This is so beautiful. When we are using microcurrents like this, we are working at the grassroots level, which is cells. When we are using Healy on the information field, which is in the auric level, in the energy field around us, in the quantum space, we are doing harmonizing at that level. Simply put, in our tradition, we say we have different koshas, different layers of existence, the auric fields. And it is a known thing now in many sciences that anything that is materializing in the physical world has already happened in the subtle world. So imagine when you're healing at physical level, wonderful, but you have the methodology to heal in the subtle world, to optimize, to balance in the subtle world. And that's where the cells are constantly communicating. We are constantly picking vibration. We are constantly understanding what the atmosphere is feeling like. We may not know the words, but we feel it. Our cells feel it, and our cells are constantly communicating. So Healy works both inside out and outside in. The Mag Healy, which is our second device, works externally because it's working on the magnetic field that is around us. In the Mag Healy also, we have very rich programs that are there for the body, for the mind, for the emotions. We have a module which works on changing the information of water, and water is dynamic. Water changes information. Water is mutable. I will come to that. We also have programs that work on the atmosphere. So let's say your children are studying, or you are having a family time together, watching a movie, or generally chit-chatting on a Sunday. That time, if you put on frequencies that are designed for harmony, for family harmony, it brings a healthy atmosphere for each person. You can also use the Mag Healy directly on the body, designed to work at a physical level. I mentioned water, that I'll come to it again. We consider water in our temples. We call it tirth. It is a holy water. There is no special water. I mean, like, the water is just water. What makes it special? It is the environment. The environment carries vibration and information. I would definitely encourage each one of you to Google up Dr. Masaru Emoto from Japan and his work on water and information that water carries. Water in a beautiful environment carries information, and even the molecular structure of the water will be healthy. But water in a very negative, in a very abusive surrounding, in a dirty place, even the physical structure of that water will change. It's nothing to do with the pH. The pH is secondary, it is the information. So the environment, the intention and environment that you put your water through is what the water carries. Why do we say prayers before we eat? It's because that food, that water will carry that vibration in our body. Our ancient sciences knew this. Here is modern science giving us a very easy to use technology where your water can be made information rich. I'll take up questions and answers at the end. Not me, our expert will take that at the end. So in the MagHealy, we have 4 modules. Very easy to use cable-free application. You can use it on water, atmosphere, and the body. And when you're using the atmosphere programs, everybody in that 3 meters diameter will receive those frequencies. And I find that absolutely amazing. Imagine you're sleeping, your spouse and you both are getting the healing vibration. Your children are studying, children get the vibration. You're in an office environment, you and your colleagues get that vibration. So it's so beneficial for community healing. So our well-being, whether it's our body, whether it's our mind, whether it's our emotions, whether it is our social aspect or any other aspect, everything has huge potential and we need to tap into that richness so that we grow holistically. It's not just one wheel of the car, but all the wheels of the car that are taken care of beautifully. And for that, we have this technology using frequencies, both Healy and MagHealy. Now, I'm going to take you through very briefly without putting too much attention on each page because we have so many programs, but this is just to give you an overview. We have programs focused on the body. Now, we know that the body, mind, emotions, everything is interlinked. So, even if you're working on the body, you're going to have an impact on emotions and mind. If you're working on the mind, you'll still have impact on emotions and body. So, it's all interlinked. However, for the sake of focus, I'm calling it body focused programs. We have an entire page that works on pain, whether it is a joint pain or a migraine or an anxiety which causes a pain or an injury. A very quick testimonial. I know someone who has had multiple slip discs, has been told by the hospitals and specialists that she'd have to live with painkillers all her life and live the way it is. This 60-plus-year-old has used Healy for 3 months and she is virtually pain free. She could not sit even 30 minutes before. Now she flies across continents on an aircraft and she's fine. Bioenergetic Harmony are our set of programs that instead of popping a pill which will have a side effect, we can easily choose a program, a frequency program that will directly work on our frequency need. Then we have Gold Cycle and Meridian 1 and 2. Gold Cycle works beautifully. It's a page with a lot of frequencies which work on detoxing the liver, lung, kidney, and also brings about rest and relaxation and rejuvenation at a cellular level. Meridian 1 and 2 are amazing pages, very powerful pages because they work on delivering certain organs, energies across the body along the pathway where that energy has to go. In our Shastras, we call it the Nadi system. The Chinese and the Tibetans call it meridian. So let's say the spleen and pancreas meridian, the frequencies in that program will directly target the not just the organ of the spleen and pancreas, but everywhere that energy has to travel. And a question, let's say somebody who has diabetes, for example, do the medicines that they have to take really help the cells, change the health of the cells? The answer is no. We also know that the medicines are supposed to be taken for life. But when we are working on a frequency program related to those organs or that organ's energy, those cells which are already very sick, depleted, almost dying, are revived, are nourished, are given like a plant which is dry and dying. You start giving it the right nutrition, give it sunlight, give it water, give it care. It starts flowering again. Similarly, our cells start flowering again, they become healthier. And because they become healthier, we have seen people who have either stopped taking medications or reduced their medications with their doctor's permission. That is important. We have to bring our doctor into the picture. But the point I'm making is that it is the cells that are getting nourished and healthy. Other body focused programs are fitness page that work on muscle and performance and deep relaxation and muscular activity, whereas the beauty and the skin program work on the inner beauty and the outer beauty, whether it's hair, skin, nail, healing of a scar, or the elasticity and collagen of the skin. It is offering a multitude of programs. Then we have programs that are focused on mind and emotions. The mental balance page for me is one of the most important pages, both learning and mental balance page, because when we lose our inner focus, our inner compass is not pointing in the direction it should be, then we are in a mess. When your confidence goes down, when you're emotionally feeling low or scattered, you can be in front of the best meal, you can be in front of the best movie, you can be in the best holiday, you can be in the best relationship, but you don't feel good. It's because this part is not in balance. So the mental balance page offers that support to our mind, to our emotions, to build the confidence, to build the emotional health, to build that harmonious unity in our own emotions, feeling good in ourselves. Learning page, wonderful page that works on the neuroplasticity, to works on the learning capacity, memory capacity, concentration that all children need and all senior citizens need. It also is wonderful for anybody who is in the learning phase, whether you could be a CEO who's learning a new aspect in the business. You could be somebody who's just doing presentations and executive. You could be a student. You could be a homemaker who's studying something new. Wherever the brain is engaged, wherever the brain's health and vitality is concerned, the brain's performance is concerned, this is a page that is wonderfully nourishing. Equally, when the nerves undergo the stress, we have the exam-based programs that offer the balance to rest and to perform, to learn, to retain, and also deal with the stress that it brings to us, that situations bring to us. Job and Sleep has one of my favorite programs, which is Positive Thoughts. Well, here we have again programs that work on the mind for activating, for clarity, decision making, giving. Activation is like your e-coffee, energy coffee, without any side effects. It just gives you that burst, that clarity, that drive that you need. Positive Thoughts is beautiful because as human beings, out of those 60,000 thoughts per day, we often get derailed. And Positive Thoughts is a very gentle system to bring you back into that positive space. Balance nerves, fatigue, and exhaustion, because everywhere that our mind is constantly engaged, our nervous system is also on fire. So we need programs that keep us balanced, that take care of any exhaustion that is building up so that the nervous system can reset and take the load of the future, the next few days that come. Equally important are sleep programs because we repair in sleep. Our entire system is repairing, relearning, rebalancing itself in sleep. And that's why we have programs dedicated for sleep. We also have programs that are focused on our energy system. For the 7 main chakras, we have 7 different programs. And each of these programs, each of these chakra programs are directly working on the endocrine system that governs the major organs. So the chakra programs are fantastic. Likewise, we have a defense page program that works on protecting our energy, creating boundaries on our energy when we need it, whether it is in a situation with groups of people, whether it is towards all this electro bombarding of different, frequencies from your cell tower, from your, what do you call that, dongle, your Wi-Fi, from your phones. There's constantly too much of, how do you say, barrage of frequencies around us. So it creates a sensitive space for us where our energy is protected. Land also has energy. And so sometimes we are affected by the land's energy. We have programs to help us create that boundary. Digital nutrition is not just this page, but 6 pages, 72 programs that offer various frequency combinations for nourishing a particular need or delivering a particular need. My personal example is with heart harmony and hair harmony. Hair which stopped growing, I started taking hair harmony programs and I noticed my hair growth has improved. In fact, it's growing very fast. Hair fall has reduced, hair health has improved. And that is because this program contains frequencies of nutrients that are required for the hair. Does it replace the nutrients? No, but it allows better absorption of those nutrients. You can see here an example like hair nutrition, hair harmony has these vitamins, these minerals, the frequencies of these in one combination. Along with all of this, there are vibrational methods of healing, such as Bach flowers, biochemic salts, homeopathy. These are all known, established systems. All of these, the vibrations of these can be used in the information field analysis to help harmonize in the auric field. Along with that, we also have, I'm also adding the also because there is so much that Healy is giving us. And then we also have this and we also have some more. So we have aura analysis. We also have success coach. Now, the importance of this is the aura module shows us our emotional areas. What is the reason why our aura is imbalanced? What is the background from where you're coming? And accordingly shows us the way how you can improve and how you can harmonize that. The success coach gives us clarity, perspective towards goals. And sometimes we can't see that because we have blind spots. So the success coach, choose any goal that you have, spiritual, relationship, financial, health, professional, anything. It gives you a perspective. It gives you a list or shows you what are your drawbacks. What do you need to make that change and how is it possible? So it's like having your coach in your pocket, in your hand for your success. Finally, why is Healy something we so passionately talk about? Because there is a Healy that suits every family. We have 6 editions. The basic has just 4 and the advanced edition has 229 programs. Our database has 9 million frequencies. So The best way to decide which edition suits you is to speak to whoever invited you here today, get the list of editions and find out which edition suits you, what is the current offer in this month that we have, and go ahead and make your purchase. I'm directly saying go ahead and make your purchase because I'm sure you will agree that these are unique things that Healy can offer. Number one, it's made in Germany. This company has a steady growth, precision, and quality standard is evident. It is developed by conscious professional seekers, patented technology, very easy to use. You can carry it on a flight, on a train. You can do it when you're walking. And that same device can be used by the entire family. Each program that you have on your Healy is yours for lifetime. Imagine having a therapist with you for lifetime and you pay only once. You don't pay every time that you have an issue. Whereas when you have an issue, you go to a therapist, you go to a doctor. For every single thing, you pay for every single therapy. But here, you have it for life. Plus, the company offers us a 14-day full money back guarantee. We also have a 2-year replacement warranty, and we also have an EMI option. So basically, there is no risk. You are covered in every which way. So, my friends, if you want to see changes, you need to do some change also. You cannot think of change and expect a change. You have to act for a change to happen. That key is in front of you, and that is frequencies and healing. With that, now I open the door to ask questions. You can speak to our frequency expert. She has arrived and she will be answering questions. Welcome, Trisha ji. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Hi,
You
everybody. Happy monsoon. I don't know where today, we have gathered here from all various different towns, cities, and different parts of India. Today, so I am based out of Mumbai and we have a terrific weather today. We have a lot of rains, continuous rains, and it's like, repetition of probably floods. But anyway, here is what I wanted to share with all of you today. While I want you to quickly go to your chat boxes, and if you have any questions, let's write in past so that we are able to discuss more, converse more. We can also hear everything that everybody has to say. So if you have any questions, please write in. Now, meanwhile, here is something that I want to share. In life, we are primarily affected by different kinds of information. Now, for everything to do, there is one thing that we use very, very strongly, and that is our mind. Now, when we speak of mind, have you heard of subconscious mind? I'm very sure you have heard of subconscious mind, right? Now you have heard of subconscious mind, and आपके mind में क्या आता है? What does the subconscious mind actually do? What really comes in your mind when we speak of subconscious mind? I'll tell you मेरे mind में क्या आता है. I really feel that the subconscious mind has a powerful impact on our lives. So every single time, we do something, we go through an experience, not just that, but lots and lots of karmic events that have happened with us, not just from this beautiful journey in this body, but a lot of events that have occurred probably from before also are all stored. So where exactly are they stored? So they are stored in the subconscious mind. Okay, they are stored in the subconscious mind. Now, subconscious mind does not forget things. Let me tell you that also. So, subconscious mind is the strongest. And all the information that is stored in the subconscious minds, all the all the episodes, events, and different life topics that we have gone through. Maybe we have forgotten that, maybe we have passed on, maybe we have moved on, but वो कहीं ना कहीं पे कुछ ना कुछ रह जाता है. It becomes a part of your unconscious mind. So the subconscious mind is always influencing the conscious and the unconscious mind. Unconscious mind stores a lot of patterns from your experiences, from your different events, from the emotions that you generate. So a lot of such informations and patterns are stored inside the unconscious mind. So today in our life, we probably are very happy, and that's great. That is exactly why we need to understand that everything that we moved past from, maybe that information, or maybe some percentage, maybe not 100%, but some percentage of information is definitely stored in the unconscious mind. And then what does the unconscious mind do? The conscious mind, just like the unconscious mind, so both conscious and unconscious together store a lot of this information in our bodies. Now, as the information gets stored in the body, we don't just we are not just made up of present information, but a lot of backlog of past information also. So it's like we probably are a storage drive where knowingly and unknowingly, that is consciously and unconsciously, there are a lot of there are a lot of different kinds, various kinds of information stored inside us. This information could be our experiences, our emotions, our feelings, the hurt, pain, grief, whatever label we would like to put into it. It is all stored in there. And they say that energy flows where the intention goes. So you you yourself have the power to create this flow of energy. Even if, let's say, you are just experiencing a headache, it is very much possible that you just speak to your mind, close your eyes, and think, my head is strong, my head is healed, I am free of headache. And I kid you not, you will absolutely see a difference in there. That, so why did this happen? It is because you changed your focus. First, the focus was, oh my God, there's a terrific pain. And the second focus was, there is no pain. I'm healed. I'm balanced. I'm at peace. I'm healthy and I'm happy. So immediately the minute the intention was changed, a command was created, a vibration was created that went through your conscious and unconscious mind and then was passed on to your physical body. This is the actual power of our mind. So that is why we say it is all in here. It is all up here and in here. And it is very important to understand that as much as we understand and decode this statement, that the intention is the key to everything and energy flows where intention goes. But manually, at human level, how much is it possible for you to go through this and keep changing and working on your intentions? How much is it manually possible to get rid of the old patterns? How much is it humanly possible? Or, let's change the question. Is it possible to constantly, every single time, when there is a negative episode or an event, instead of reacting, you sort of just block that energy from coming to you? It is humanly not literally possible because we are juggling with so many different things. We are all brilliant multitaskers. And that is why it becomes very important and necessary to create a good line and chain of reactions by changing the information which goes inside your body. And not just that, you also need to choose to create a specific positive information so that the already existing not so positive information gets replaced by positive one. Now this, for all of this work, you have one beautiful device called as Healy. Healy is a beautiful device which works on your stored patterns, all the unconscious patterns that are stored in your liver, in your pancreas, in your kidney, in the liver, in the lungs, in the brain. So, when there is a lot of information stored, unwanted information stored in the brain, it can definitely obstruct to learning. When there is a lot of unwanted anger stored in your body, it may quite easily get stored in your kidney. So all the unprocessed information is the unconscious information which is easily stored in our body, in our organs, in our blood system, in our eyes, in our ears. How do you remove it? Of course, yes, you always have a solution of changing your intentions and to create new energies so there is a good new positive flow. But how do you work on the unconscious information? So here is how you work with it. You work with it by using the Healy device. Now it is not just you who has stored information inside the body. Everybody that is living, everybody, the small children,
Trisha ji, you're muted.
the stored the animals and pets in the house, the house that we live in, everything has energy and information. And for that purpose, you have the brilliant Healy device to work on the electromagnetic field, to work on the information field. Information field is nothing but the Akashic records. You also have the opportunity, the brilliant opportunity to work at the cellular level for physical support. It is only when we work at various different aspects can we truly, truly, truly say that we are able to change the information in our system. So, if you are looking at a dynamic opportunity that not just allows you to change your condition, but also to change your information, then Healy is the correct device for you. Now, it is very important to also make a note that it is a device that is smart, user friendly, works on various different areas and mechanisms. It works on various different aspects like the physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual, biochemical level. So it not just works on these levels, but most importantly, it works on combination aspects also, like for example, psycho emotional, psycho spiritual, physical and spiritual as a combination. So all the subsections of aspects and the primary sections of aspects, you have this one amazing device that does the magic, does the trick for you, does beautiful things for you just there. It's a small device. So if you are thinking at investing, you should know that it's a small device, something that you can easily travel with, something that you can use with the pets in the house. You can easily use it with your children. You can easily use it with your parents, spouses. You can use it on the flight. You can use it in the train. You can use it while you are on a walk. And you can also use it while you're sleeping, relaxing, watching your favorite show, or well, probably when you are also driving. So make the most out of this opportunity, create a absolutely new information by inviting and creating space for something new that is Healy. Now, Healy also comes with a fantastic device called as Mag Healy that works on the electromagnetic field because everybody that is living on the earth, all the living beings, all the living people, the animals, plants, space, atoms, molecules, cells, human beings, bacteria, parasites, everybody has a electromagnetic field and a lot of information is stored in this electromagnetic field. And to work on this electromagnetic field, you have the beautiful, beautiful Mag-Healy. Absolutely effective. You can easily charge the water that you are consuming, create and transfer new information in your atmosphere, in the room that you are sitting in the bedroom that you sleep in the playroom where your children play games, or near their study desk where they choose to study. So you can create an absolutely, absolutely new information in not just your body inside, but your system and environment outside. Remember the rule, the rule of holistic balancing. The rule of holistic balancing and healing is there must be unity. And the first step towards unity, the first step towards alignment is to create internal unity. And you have the Healy's Pink app, create the internal unity. You have the Blue app, create the energetic and the consciousness based unity. You have the Mag Healy for magnetic field level unity. And you have the digital nutrition for health and vitality based unity. Always remember, stay aligned, stay united, create a alignment for your body, mind, and soul. And in doing so, you will create an external alignment with all the things that you want to do in the outside world. So let Healy do that job for you. Let Healy make your life simpler. It's a fantastic device with fantastic business opportunity also. Explore it. Get in touch with the person who has invited you for today's call. If you are looking at an absolutely new career advancement, because it is the rule, it is the universe's rule that you need to move on with time. You need to adapt to the technology. The more you are able to adapt, the more you are able to upgrade, the more are the chances of the success to come to you. So, with this, if you have any questions, feel free to ask questions. I see that we have quite some questions, and very quickly, let me see what are the questions.
Shall I read out to you?
Yeah.
So, there's one question. I have recently bought Healy and I've been using it with both electrodes and coil. When I use electrodes, I feel it gives me more result than the coil. Please explain to me whether frequencies are going into the body with the coil.
Now, that's a very, very good question. Both are very, very effective. We do this in so many calls, and every time um, I just want to say that both are very, very useful, but both are also very, very different. Okay. Now, what is the difference? The difference is that when you're working around with the electrodes, you are transferring the frequencies into the body. Okay. And when you're working with the coil creates a very, very micro magnetic field and then transfers the frequencies into the field. So when you are working at certain goals, when you're working at certain with certain intentions in mind, that okay, I want to achieve XYZ health goal, I want to be migraine free, I want to go absolutely free of back pain. In that case, you should absolutely start with the physical electrodes. These electrodes can be the ear clip electrodes, the bracelet electrodes, or the adhesive electrodes. And then when you see that you have achieved success, you have come closer to your goal, then you can move and swiftly move and switch to the coil. Coil is great for maintenance. Coil is also great for children. Coil is great for pets. Coil is absolutely amazing for people that have absolutely sensitive skin and have multiple skin related issues. Have a very higher grade of psoriasis. The skin is very, very sensitive. It is excellent for that. And coil is excellent to use in all the places where you cannot wear your wires, where you absolutely need to go wireless. Like, for example, you're gardening and you are involved in a lot of water work. And it's quite not possible when you are physically working to probably you would prefer going hands free. That is the time coil can absolutely step in for you. So I hope this helps you. Good luck with your usage. You have experienced the right thing, but now you know why you experienced what you experienced. So good luck with that.
Thank you for that clarity. There's a question of how long should I use a program on a Blue app? 17 seconds, 28 minutes, 4 seconds. How should you choose your duration?
Now honestly, this truly severely depends on how the topic actually is. The topic is nothing but your focus. How important is that matter that needs to get addressed, and when did that matter actually happen? When did it occur? What is the occurrence period? If you have something that occurred probably eons ago, it's a deep rooted issue and it's a chronic issue and more is required. But if you know that, okay, it's just that, maybe there was a change of bed and you are traveling and that you have woken up with a strong irritation in the head, bad mood, and had a fight with probably your loved ones, and you want to get out of that mood, you want to get out of that aura, you want to also create balance at emotional level with the Bakfla remedies. Now this is an acute issue because it has just recently occurred, and it may not need deep rooted solution because the problem itself is not deep rooted. In that case, you can just very easily work with maybe 12 minutes. um, if you are working with a person that is sensitive towards energy, 12 minutes is great. Otherwise, if you're working with somebody whose specific details are not available with you, in that case you can opt for 26 minutes, but 12 minutes is ideal. Just by one time use, you will see that you are in a better mood, you feel better, and you are doing better. But when you're working with chronic issues, it is obviously better to work continuously and every day with it.
Oh, thank you, Trisha ji. I have received a question. This is for someone who has Parkinson's, has been diagnosed recently. So it's beginning stage of Parkinson's, but also this person is in a lot of pain because of insufficiency fracture of the right pelvis and thigh joint. So what would be your recommendation of whether Healy or Mag Healy or both?
So for Parkinson, you can there is that there are you quite now know, since you have a McGeely and Healy, you already know that we don't have a direct program for Parkinson, but you can get supported. You can get supported in various different areas. There are so many ways to support yourself. There are multiple options here that you can work with. Now the first program page that can be extremely helpful is the learning program page. Then we have the beautiful Balance Nerves program, which works on the nervous system. Regeneration program from the Bioenergetic Vitalization page. It also has a nerve-based program for nerve harmony. The beautiful Mag Healy has some excellent programs like the Brain Harmony, Vagus Nerve, the Nerves Harmony. These are some absolutely amazing programs that one can make use of. Create a nice schedule around it, use it for yourself. Use it for the person that requires the program, and you will see great support from it.
And for the pain, for insufficiency fracture of right pelvis and thigh joint,
Yeah.
because pain is
So
a high. Pain
So
is
first
high.
and foremost, ear clip electrodes, and go to the pain page and use the chronic pain program. It's a great program to use with the ear clip electrodes. So when you go on the pain page, you will see the program for pain which will show the sign of the ear clip electrodes. So use that one instead of the adhesive electrodes one, because you need to break the signal. You need to break the signal of the mind and the local pain firstly. Now coming to the local area where the fracture is, please use the McMacken page. There are some beautiful programs like Tendon Harmony, Soft Tissue week 1 to 4. If there is a fracture and you are within week 1 to 4, please use that program. So please refer to the McMaken program page for pain management also.
Okay. Okay. Right. Thank you very much. There are some other questions also. There is a question. What are the best programs supporting weight loss and where do I start from?
Here's where you can start from. A lot of people go through very good detox when they are aiming at weight loss. You can start with fatty degeneration. You can start with lymphatic system. You can add intestinal harmony. You can add the weight program from the digital nutrition also. You can also use the water activation based programs to reprogram, reinform your water. These are some programs that you can use. Ask yourself, what is it that you require? Is there bloating? Is there constipation? Is there indigestion? Is there a lot of hunger? Is there thyroid involved? Is there insulin resistance involved? So you need to ask yourself all these questions and then select the program from Healy. Next question.
Thank you, Trisha ji. There's a question. How many programs can we run from the Blue app per day per person?
Per day per person. What is the, it also depends on the age group. If you're just working with children, then I think once or twice is good enough. Again, it's a matter of acute and chronic issue. That is, when did the problem occur? To be honest, okay, I just answered this question right before. You need to also ask your question, what is the age of the person and what is the sensitivity and how severe is the matter. This will help you determine whether the problem is acute or chronic. So the first differentiation that needs to come into the picture is whether it is acute or a chronic issue. For chronic, you need a long-term support. For acute, short-term support. So let's say if you're talking about short-term support, you can just easily use the Healy for if it's a very trivial or a very small matter, then you can just use it, vibrate it once. Now, if you are using it for slightly acute issues, you can go on for around 3 days to up to 1 week and 12 minutes twice a day. Create it like a dosage of a morning, afternoon, or a morning, evening dosage. When you're working with chronic issues that are long term issues, something that has deep rooted connections and stored patterns inside your system and is somewhere does have the power to interfere in the future, in that case you can work along with 12 minutes for about 1 month, again twice or thrice a day depending on the age of the person. Remember, repetition is the key. Using the system continuously for 3 hours and 4 hours is not the key to this. Remember, repetition is the key, and this repetition is extremely important because we want to create a deeper impact. Why do we want to create a deeper impact? That is because each minute, each millisecond, the information is changing in your system. So it is not possible that for 4 hours or 5 hours, same information will last. That is not possible in the field because in those 4 hours, you are not sitting in one place, you're moving around, you are doing different things. So when you're doing different things, you also need to give it time. Most importantly, you need to give your body the correct amount of absorption time. For cartilage loss, please refer to the McMaken page. Next question.
For migraine, what would be recommendations from Healy and Mag Healy, please?
Head Harmony. Please use Head Harmony from Mag Healy. It's an amazing program to use. From Healy, we directly have the migraine program in the pain page. There is also a Head Harmony program. It is present in the Bioenergetic Harmony page, so you can also go to that.
Wonderful.
I think we have one more question.
Yes. I'll just read that. 1 second. And that question is actually it's about aura analysis and coaching. We don't need the coil, but then how does the thing work without a coil? That is the question. For the Blue app, how does it work without a coil? That
Thank you
is
for
the
the
first.
question. It's a very good question. We now okay. How does it work now? It's a very deep question also. So it works with as Healy is absolutely scientific based. Okay, Healy is a device which is backed by a lot of science, a lot of physics. Okay, not it's not medical science. It's not biology based thing. It is absolutely physics based. You know by now that this is a device that works around with on the principles of quantum physics. Now, quantum physics has a lot of principles, and one of that is quantum entanglement. So this is the word. It uses quantum entanglement mechanism to do what it does with the Blue app. You can look upon it more. For more information on that subject, you can get in. You can go through our Blue app trainings where we speak about quantum entanglement. Thank you.
And there is a last question in the Blue app. I'm making a list of programs which are coming about above 50%. Are these programs to be repeated more? Should I run these more? Is that the way to work?
With Blue app, when you're working, consider programs that are 50% and above. Okay, they are very much needed kind of programs. Programs that are under 50%, you can skip that list and try to find something which is giving you 50% and above. Or if not, give it a break, wait for some time, create a good intention for the client that you want to work with, and run an analysis once again. Now, when you are making a list, um, you can use that list for a certain period of time till the time you feel that list is relevant until you are ready to create a new one. Now, are there any more questions?
No, there is no more question as of now.
Okay.
So,
So any have I missed anything here?
no, we have covered all the
Okay.
questions that have come.
Okay. Great. So good luck, everybody. It's a great opportunity to work with Healy. It is an absolute blast when you're working with Healy, because in the evolving times when AI is coming up so much, why not enter a phase where our health is also able to get the correct kind of help automatically in a preventive mode? Because always remember, prevention is so much better than cure. We have a question, I think.
Um, I don't know, it's a question or a statement. Mag Healy used, Blue app used. Are you trying to say you have used both Mag Healy and the Blue app? Or if that's a question, I've not understood it. You can type again, please.
Okay, we'll wait until that question comes in. Otherwise, I think then we'll.
What is the, yeah, there's one more question in the meantime. Do you need to give a time gap between usage of Blue app and Pink app?
Absolutely no. Honestly, I would suggest if you have two different phones, which is quite possible. In today's time, I think a lot of people have two phones or two numbers. Or so you can have one phone run with the Pink app and another device with the Blue app. So if you have two devices, you can use it at the same time. In fact, the impact is also more. Like, for example, when you are working with any kind of health goal, okay, when you're working with any kind of health goal, it's a wonderful question that you have asked. um, when you're working with any kind of health goal, what really matters is the intention. So just today we spoke about how intentions matter, and they can do so many different things for you. With intentions, what matters also is the stored information patterns in your system, and not just in your field, energy field, but also in your internal environment, your cellular environment. So when you have Healy and the Blue app work together on two different phones, you have the best. You have the best of both the worlds. You have, on one side, you are working on clearing the stored patterns in the information field. So the exact perfect patterns can come on surface and can be cleared. And on the other end, you are working with the Healy device and working on the cellular front to change the cellular information pattern to create rejuvenation and energize and create healthy cells or create a healthy cellular environment also. And last but not the least, if you have the beautiful Mag Healy on your third phone, start your Mag Healy and work on your electromagnetic field. When you can have it all, why just have one? Next
Thank
question.
you. So now the questions are pouring in. So the next question is, someone I know has tested positive for HPV in pap smear. What programs can be used?
Where is
HPV
this
in pap
question?
smear. A timestamp 847.
Yeah. Um, Expert program will be required first and foremost. But well, if that's not something that they're looking for, then there are some bacteria based frequencies that you can go around. They can also use the Zapper protocol. But for something very, very specific for something like this, um, an expert program is 100% must. But yes, they can also start with bacteria, Zapper protocol, bioenergetic vitalization, power of three. These programs will be good to work with.
So
And yes,
similar.
the water activation program from Mag Healy.
Okay. So similarly, there's a question, can we run Mag Healy and the pink cap from different phones, like to Mag Healy and Healy both on pink cap? And we use
Yeah,
it simultaneously.
excellent. Absolutely excellent. Use it.
I've used it once and I think it was like having supersonic healing happening. It was very
So
nice.
yours, so we do this all the time in our office, So while we are working, we are all the time running the office program, the prosperity program on the atmosphere page of Mag Healy with one phone, and with the other phone, we are using whatever Healy programs that we want to from the pink app. We do it all the time. It is absolutely fine.
Mhm. So this question about Mag Healy used and Blue app used. Okay, I think, are you asking, can you use the Mag Healy in the Blue app? No, the Mag Healy, as far as what I understood, what Trisha ji said, you can analyze uh, what is the need for your Mag Healy programs. Correct, Trisha ji? But you've got to use it from the Pink app.
Yeah, if your focus is to work on the magnetic field, please use it directly from the Mag Healy.
Correct. Well, that's all the questions we have. Thank you guys for fantastic questions and amazing, amazing answers and explanations from Trishari. Thank you very, very much. We meet again next Monday. See you guys. Good night. Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Thank you,
See you, everybody.
Trishaji.
Bye. Thank you so much, Vibaji. Good night, everybody. Bye.